next question. This is my requested video. The question is that Kerala model of development. This is one of the important question and it included so many question papers recently in the year of 2020 Calicut University. This is the paper that is first sem PG Indian economy development issues or Indian economy problems and policies. This is the important topic included, that is Indian economy problems and policies, that is first sem MA economics Calicut University. Question is that there is Kerala model of development. Kerala model of development. From this you can analyze there is so many important components or inclusions are necessary in order to explain Kerala model of development. In the year 1970, K. Raj, there is the Center for Development Studies, that is a study conducted under the chairmanship of K. Raj. He associated with number of economists. They argue that there is development experience exist in Kerala. Development experiences existed in Kerala. They popularly known as Kerala model of development. K. Raj and in the year of 1970, K. Raj and his associates development experiences in Kerala, it popularly known as Kerala model of development. What are the speciality of Kerala model of development? Compared to other states, Kerala's model importance is that high social development with low economic base or low economic development. High social development with low economic base or low economic development. This is a speciality. Speciality existed in Kerala compared to other states. This is the importance. High social development with low economic base or low economic development. Which are the important indicators to determine high social development? High social development depend upon, that is literacy rate or education, then healthcare, then welfare programs. These are the important inclusions in order to show what about high social development compared to other states, that is in the form of these type of education, that is 100% literacy. At the same time, so many primary health centers, then low birth rate, then infant mortality rate, this is very low. So these are some of the important factors referred to the health care. And third is that Kerala special emphasis allotted to the welfare programs. These are the social indicators that is known as high social development or determine high social development here. In the case of low economic base or low economic development, show that here there is a per capita income, this is very low. Industrial growth rate, this is also very level, that is low level. Then employment rate, this also may be very low level. These are the three important indicators to determine economic base. That is in the case of, according to K. Raj, in the year of 1970, a study that is introduced or that is study made by CDS, Center for Development Studies, in the year of 1970, Chairman K. Raj and he helped here number of associates, number of economists are included here. Based on this, that's Kerala's development experience, it popularly known as Kerala model of development. What is the speciality of Kerala model of development? Speciality is that high social development with the low economic base or low economic development. What is meant by high social development? Social development indicators are in the form of, here there is a education or literacy rate, health care, then there are so many welfare programs are implemented in Kerala that are important inclusions of high social development. Low economic base mainly in the form of, there is a per capita income compared to other states, this is very low. Industrial growth also may be very low. Then here there is a increasing unemployment. These are the economic base. So in that case, when we compare Kerala with other countries, that is when we compare Kerala with other countries, high social development like the developed countries, Kerala's, that is high social development like the developed countries, but economic base or economic development that is like the underdeveloped countries. So here there is a mixture of, that is social development like the developed countries, and that is economic development or economic base like the underdeveloped countries. That is the speciality of Kerala model. That is known as Kerala model of development. High social development with low economic base, high social development like the developed countries, and low economic base with the underdeveloped countries. So that is the mixture of underdeveloped and developed. That is the speciality of Kerala model of development. There are so many studies here based on the experience in Kerala. That is, in order to explain Kerala model of development, here there is a mainly focus on three important ways or three important sectors. One is that which are the important factors are to determine Kerala model of development. Factor determine Kerala model of development. Second important sector to explain here what are the important features of Kerala model, and third is that which are the important criticism of Kerala model. This is included here in order to explain a detailed explanation of Kerala model of development. This is one of the important question in 2020 question paper. That is, which are the important factors of, that is to determine Kerala model of development. That is, here there is a increase public expenditure on education. When we compare other states, Kerala government spent a large amount of money in order to promote education, mainly primary education. That's universalization or universality of primary education. That's government, that's each and every, that is participant or government spent a large amount of money to promote our education. That is one of the important factors to determine Kerala model of development, high expenditure on education. And second is that special geographic features. That is, in Kerala we possess a special type of geographic features. We have 46 rivers, that is at the same time. That is, in the case of geographic condition is favorable to live in Kerala. Geography, this is very favorable. In that case, this is another important special. Covered with the rivers, about 46 rivers here. So many, here there is a resources are that's exploited from the rivers in the form of, here there is a fish type, then here there is a various types of, that is some various types of resources are exploited from the rivers. At the same time, favorable condition to live in Kerala, that is favorable means favorable geographical condition. These are that is another important factor to determine Kerala model of development. And third is that family planning program here. Family planning program effectively implemented in Kerala economy, that is the first important condition to reduce our low birth rate. Yes, birth rate comes down because of the effective implementation of family planning program. That's the third important factor. And fourth is that land reforms. One of the important difficulty or problem is that Janmi Kudiyan relation. Because of the effective implementation of land reforms, it is shown that land to the tiller. Tiller means cultivator. Land, that is ownership enjoyed by the cultivator or tiller because of the introduction of land reforms. That is why by land reforms we mean that abolition of existing structure. That is, here there is a existing defective structure and introduce rationalized structure in order to increase agricultural production and productivity. For that purpose, land to the tiller, that is the tiller means cultivator, the main objective of land reform. This also may be implemented in an effective manner. Thus, the cultivator becomes the owners. Here there is a equality or equity introduced here. And fourth reason is that missionary activities. Missionary activities show that there are so many education institutions are started by missionaries. Thus, it improve our education. Missionary activities are adopted by missionaries. There is so many educational institutions are started by them. This may promote our education. That's another important factor. And last is that low level of industrial growth compared to other states like Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. Our industrial growth, this is very low level. That is the speciality of Kerala model with other states. These are the main important factors here. And next, what are the important features of Kerala model? Which are the important features of Kerala model? The first is that high level of political consciousness. In Kerala, political participation is very high compared to other states. Political consciousness, the example is that voting. People are so interested in political manner or political consciousness or political participation. In that case, this is one of the important feature of Kerala model. High political consciousness or political thinking or active participation in political affairs. This is one of the important feature of Kerala model. That is, here there is a high level of political consciousness or high political participation in Kerala. That is one of the important feature. And second is that high HDI. HDI means Human Development Index. That is the main important indicators of Human Development Index are, one is that life expectancy, and second is that literacy rate, and third is that infant mortality rate. Life expectancy, literacy rate and infant mortality rate. These are the important indicators of HDI, Human Development Index. These are infant mortality rate in Kerala. This is very low because of the improvement of education. Literacy rate also it is very high. That is 100% literacy rate in Kerala. At the same time, here there is a life expectancy also more than 73 years. So these are the important indicators of, here there is a HDI, that's the another important feature of Kerala model. And third is that high health status. Here there is a high importance allotted to the health care or health status. The important factors to determine health care, one is that primary health centers or primary health center facilities. Primary health care. In Kerala, that is, here there is a number of primary health centers or primary health care. This may increase our health facilities. That is one of the important point here. And second is the advanced treatment. Kerala allotted, here there is a advanced treatment to all. That is, here there is a, in order to improve our health facilities, advanced treatment allotted to all. That's second point here. And third is that prevention of communicable diseases, or here there is a epidemics. The best example is COVID. Here there is a prevention of communicable diseases or epidemics. That is the third important point in order to improve our health status. And next is that palliative care. That is the main important step taken by Kerala government in order to improve our health facilities. These are the main points are included in health care status. Palliative care, then there is advanced treatment. Here there is a primary health care and prevention of epidemics or communicable diseases. These are the points are included in high health status. And next is the domination of service sector. In Kerala, one of the important point is that here there is a over dominance of service sector compared to other two sectors. Dominant sector mainly included, here there is a banking services, transport, communication, education, health, etc. These are the main important points included in the service. In Kerala, here there is a major contributor to GSDP, gross state domestic product, coming from the service sector. In the earlier it was agriculture. Now here there is a special dominance allotted to the, that is, here there is a service sector rather than other two sectors. That is, here there is a over dominance of service sector compared to other sector. There is other sectors like agriculture and industry. That is the another important feature of Kerala model. And next is that social development. You already mentioned here, the social development factors are in the form of health care, education, welfare program, etc. This is successfully implemented in Kerala. That is in the form of, here there is a low birth rate. Infant mortality rate also comes down. At the same, better health facilities, or here there is a prevention of epidemics, then better advanced treatment. These are the main important. At the same time, reducing the death rate. These are the main important points are made in the case of social development. In the same way, education also, that's here increasing the literacy rate. At the same time, mainly female literacy is higher than male literacy. These are the some of the points are included here. And next is the gender equality. Here there is a equality, gender equality in Kerala 90, that is in the year of 2011, that is 1084 females for every 1000 males. That is dominance of females greater than males. That's the one of the important feature of Kerala economy. At the same time, in Kerala, female education, this is high. At the same time, there are so many, in the case of political participation also very high. So these are the importance of, that is best example for the, that is gender equality or female participation in education, health, etc. Then political level, or it may be very high in Kerala. That is another important point here. These are the main important features of Kerala model. So first we analyze what are the factors to determine Kerala model, and second is that features like high political consciousness, then high HDI, then health status, domination of service sector, social development, and last is that gender equality. Next we come to the last part here. What about the important criticism of Kerala model? So, which are the important drawbacks or which are the important failures of Kerala model? So, if you got a question like what about the achievements of Kerala model? So, you can add the features, that is which are the important achievements or the factors behind it for the introduction of Kerala model. So, this is known as the achievements of Kerala model. And next, what are the important criticism of Kerala model? The first is the low level of industrial growth. That's one of the important feature is that low level of industrial growth in Kerala. That's the factors here, low level of industrial growth. When we compare the states like Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, their industrial growth is greater than Kerala. In Kerala, our industrial growth is very less. That is one of the important reason for low economic base. Low economic base depend upon there is employment, industrial growth and per capita income. Due to the low industrial growth, our per capita income also comes down. That's the first important criticism. And second is that consumer state. Kerala is popularly known as a consumer state. Without any production, Kerala, they are depend upon other states. Example, in the case of rice, Kerala depend upon Andhra Pradesh. In the same way, for vegetables, Kerala depend upon Tamil Nadu. Thus, without producing, Kerala, that is mainly, here there is a consumer. That's mainly for, that's promote the consumer. Without any production, Kerala promote the consumer. Or there is no production. There is no production in Kerala economy. That is in the case of production. That is in the same case of consumer or in the case of consumption, Kerala depend upon other states. So that is another important point. So in our economy, the income flow to other states because of consumer economy or consumer character. And next is that primary education dominance, we neglect higher education. According to Amartya Sen, one of the important criticism of Kerala model is that Kerala special emphasis allotted to the primary education and at the same time we neglect higher education. That is, Kerala does not give special emphasis to the higher education, special emphasis allotted to the primary education. In that case, we does not participate in civil service. At the same way, administration. Such sectors are Kerala completely neglected. In that case, that is the another is neglecting higher education and promoting, that is primary education. So Kerala is failure in the form of civil service, administrative setup, etc. That is the another important weakness. And next is that inequality. What type of inequality here? Here there is a inequality existed between rich and the poor or social classes. Here there is a inequality existed between rich and the poor. That's here because of the one of the important Kerala model is that rich become richer and poor become poorer. So it among the social classes, here there is a high inequality or unequal distribution of income and wealth existed among the society or social classes. That is the another important drawback here. And next is that gender equality. That is the success. That is the introduction of gender equality. At the same time, this is only in theoretical side. Practically, this is utter failure. It shows that female participation in civil service, this is highly negative in character. So, what is the relevance of introducing gender equality? In the same way, that is female possesses only small job here. So, what type of equality here? That is a gender equality. That is gender equality is not successfully implemented. And last is that here there is a issues of trade union. In Kerala, because of the over-dominance of political thinking and political consciousness, so there are so many issues or problems related to the trade unions. The unions, here there is so many issues related to the trade union because of the over-dominance of political consciousness or active participation in political thinking. These are the main important demerit or drawbacks of Kerala model or criticism of Kerala model, like there is low industrial growth here, then here is low level of industrial growth, consumer state, primary education dominance and neglect higher education, inequality, gender equality is not practically implemented, and last is the issues related to trading. These are the main points in order to explain Kerala model of development. So first, what is meant by Kerala model, then second we argue that what are the important factors determine it, then what are the important features or achievements of Kerala model, and last is that what are the important failures or criticism of Kerala model. Thank you.